Georgie non Quillbore lobby sucks. How good is Shadowwalk? We have a good amount of battle cries, but maybe Sylvanas is better. Bring back Siren. Lolul. It's either Eudora or Shadar, but I don't know. Eudora has a lot more armor. I'm generally not an Eudora fan. But let's do it here.
7 fresh opponents.
Okay, this is like a perfect start. Mommy.
Have a good battle, friend. I've got some fresh recruits for you.
What is the curve on Eudora if you have token start? I mean, you can follow the same curve and then finish your dig one turn faster and discover a 4-drop. It can work in a mech lobby. Or you just ignore the token and still start digging on 2. Generally speaking, I like to start digging on 2 because you finish the dig on Tavern 4, discover a 5. That's generally a good starting point. What bodies do I try to get with ETC? You wanna get the body of the Jailer that summons 3 minions. And then you wanna get like value bodies, and you wanna get like maybe Deathwing body. Maybe the ones that buff the shop. So Drektar and Vandar. Those are also like really, really good. And then mid-late game you wanna get stuff like Tiketus, Nizoth.
Nice work out there.
Huh.
Keep up the pressure. It's not the strong
Yeah, I think you want to take at least a free drop. Like, I'll take a free drop if the shop is total garbage. Generally speaking, I would like to take a 5 here. To have like an extra 5-drop discovery. In this type of moments, Tavern Tipper would have been amazing. I miss Tavern Tipper. Turn 3 always feels bad on Eudora. Exactly. It didn't with Tavern Tipper. Hashtag bring back Tavern Tipper.
Keep up the momentum, friend. You're good at this.
Grarl with the 34 months, thank you. Yeah, next time I just level hero power, then I level hero power. This mommy is gonna be frozen so much, I'm afraid it might catch a cold. I love how I've been watching you for like a year and have never played one game of Hearthstone. That's interesting, thank you. I mean, Battlegrounds is like so easy to get into. This is not a hashtag ad, but if you ever want to get into Battlegrounds, the only thing you need to do is install Hearthstone and then go to Battlegrounds, press play. I guess maybe watch a tutorial before, but it's that simple. You don't need to buy packs, build your deck.
One's gunning for you.
I think the simplicity of Battlegrounds is just crazy good. What about installing Firestone? I mean, if you want to like start winning games as well, then yes, Firestone is definitely gonna help you. Now that's a hashtag ad.
Welcome back. How's it going out there?
Okay. The fact that the 1/1 attacked before the 2/1 summoned was like kind of bad. Sometimes he's good, sometimes he's bad. It's a weird, weird spot. Reno already went to Tavern 4. Yeah, I think it's the curve where just Reno goes to 4 and tries to find Scraper and makes it golden. Is the GIF curve to 4. You buy on 1, you buy on 2, you buy level on 3, level on 4, level on 5. That's the curve. And now on 5, you're Tavern 4.
Let's see if you can stay on top.
Pretty weak board from Mr. Reno. The first time we fought, he actually had a Scallywag. I don't know why he ended up with a 2-drop now. He might have went for a different curve. I think he went to 2-on-2. And then... I don't know what he did. Still weird.
Nice work out there. Keep up the pressure.
Wow! Golden Silo Bones! Bro! That is nutty. OFC. I'm thinking about Shuffler. Bone Mag is probably more consistent. But Shuffler ain't bad. Holy moly. Golden Silo Bones. I actually think I want to level to 5 and take a 6 with the Mummy triple. Just because I can. The Silo Bones definitely allows me the display. And I'll cut front rake next turn. So basically, front rake out whatever dragon I get in, level to 5, discover a 6. And that's how you push. Why is Ardu so happy about the 12 too? Haha. You're about to see. You're about to see. Delaying the Mummy triple is also really good for the silo, indeed. Now I don't even want to play mechs. Or maybe you can play mechs with silo. How about that? Can work. Right? What do you think my opponents say when they see the Silo Bones? 15 damage, by the way. 14. Stay in school, kids. Stay in school.
Your minions really pulled their weight. Great. I can bring in more power.
I might just buy the Nerubian. Why the hell not? Yeah, Nerubian is okay. But let's see what we discover. I think Summoner or Sister and it's almost game over. What if I'm offered Beatboxer? Can I ever consider a pivot back to Mechs? Mechs technically can work with Silo Bones. I don't think I would pick Beatboxer over Sister or over the Summoner. But maybe I'll pick it without those being in the mix. Maybe. Hard to say, to be honest. Hard to say.
Everyone's gunning for you. Watch out.
I can start digging again. Maybe. Let's see the discovery first. Finally. The long-awaited Mummy triple.
What you were looking for.
We can taunt the Nerubian, but I think it's slow. I guess taunting it is good for later.
A good yes.
Annoyed Troop is like really good with the Silo Bones.
I didn't like that one either. Here's a gold for the trouble.
But the question is, does it matter? I feel like now I want to go to 6. I need Titus, and then I need more Summoners. Mr. Sexter69 with the 9 months, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, I think I want to go to 6 here. I really want to see if I can beat the mechs with Undeads.
Everyone's gunning for you. Watch out.
Cat is building a very powerful mech comp. That's why I hope I high roll enough to kill it. Let's wipe the cat player. Okay. Nice. Ah, it's not 15 again. It's 1 off. Okay.
Nice work out there. Keep up the pressure. Now we are in business.
Do I want to buy Scraper and like think of the pivot myself? Probably not, right? If this is not enough to go Undead, then I don't know. This is like a very interesting spot here. Killing Ticketus is also pretty important. Who else am I competing with to win the lobby? Rafam Undead. Nuzov is also Undead. Galliwix is also Undead. Wait, where's the mech players at? Is everybody just going Undead? That's good for me because I think I'm better off than the other people in the lobby at playing this composition. What would you say are the top 3 tribes in the meta? Mechs, Quillbor, Beasts, and then I think it's Undead. If I would have to rate all the tribes. Actually, Murloc's probably better than Undead, even though Undead beat Murlocs. Sudi, thank you for the 42 months. I appreciate it. Wow, my Scallywag is big enough to kill the Peggy. That's hilarious. We keep farming. I need to hope I dodge the plague with my silo. Good. Huh. That could have been scary. That could have been really scary. Okay, people are starting to drop Cat and Ticketus out. We are down to top 6. Fourth is interesting, but I don't think it's what we want. Fighting another Undead player. I like the idea of Uther. Although I'm not sure what I want to target yet. I don't think Colossus is that necessary. I don't want another Silo Bones. Uther your Silo Bones to give other opponents a chance. Yeah, right. Sindora is pretty solid. Also a good target.
I didn't like that one either. Here's a goal for the trouble.
Yeah, I like Sindorai. Do I want to keep the mummy? If I want to keep the mummy, I'll just look for a module and try to modulate. I like 15-15 Sindorai because it literally just trades 1 for 2 most of the time. I would like to give some health to Eternal Summoner, but I think the best way of doing that is with Sister. So I might actually buy a Sister if I'm offered one. 2 digs left. It's pretty good. I'm looking for Titus. I'm looking for another Summoner. I'm looking for Sister. And I don't know, depending on how many Undead players there are, maybe I'm gonna look for another Sindorai. Although, I think it's very excessive if you have other people playing other things. But currently, Reno is Elementals, okay, doing his own thing. Then Ini is playing mechs. The other players in the lobby are just Undead. So it depends how the situation advances from here. And what Ini and Reno are gonna be doing.
Let's see if you can stay on top.
Okay. We're good against the Leroy. We are really, really good against the Leroy. Hopefully we just drop Galliwix here. That means that we would get rid of another very annoying opponent. And I'm all for that, you know. Perfect. Okay. Top 4, top 3. How many people dropped? Wow. Reno and Ini are out. You know what that means, guys? Wait, Nuzov is switching to Max. But Rafam is Undead. Okay, we are down to top 3. I don't see a reason to buy the Gamblers. Double Beatboxer. The game is teasing me. Triple Beatboxer missed. Funny, right? Pretty much minus 10. Wow. Not exactly what I was hoping for. I still have Scallywag on my board, guys. This is wild. Why are you not buying Hand, for example, to replace Scallywag? Because Hand is marginally better than Scallywag. I'm looking for like proper permanent replacements. I don't want to buy Hand now and then have to cut Hand next turn for another minion. This is like a mistake that a lot of people make. Once the high taverns like 4, 5, 6, you probably don't want to switch your minions around too often. So, generally, I'm not gonna buy a minion that is like just slightly better than the minion that I have, and I'm going for the big upgrades. Especially when I'm 45 health. Right? If I would be on 1 health, then yes, maybe I would go for like every single upgrade possible just to maximize my chances for the next fight. But right now I'm thinking long term. Whatever long term means. Long term could be like the next 3 fights. I just don't see Hand being that relevant in my composition. Is Hand better than Scallywag? Of course. But I think Scallywag is better than Bone Mare. So actually Bone Mare is currently my worst minion that I have. Interestingly enough. Titus, Summoner, Sister are my best hits. Second, Syndora is also not bad. Opponent has Summoner with Fish. And also Beatboxer. Kinda scary if you ask me. Very good attack from Syndo. But the Fish is still gonna be annoying, right? And my issue right now with the Silo Bones is that I'm going a little bit low on attack. I do have like a gazillion health, but if I don't have the attack to supplement the health, then I don't think this is gonna be good on its own. Wait, Nizov got me. Okay, this is interesting. I think we can do something in this position. We're hitting our dig turn, and that's huge. Titus in the shop. Vanessa is a bad discovery, but we can use Vanessa to get something else. I like the Boogie Monster here. I like the Boogie Monster because I think I have space for it. Actually, wait. Against Nizov, I actually think Queen is pretty good. Or is Boogie better to give health? Let's just go Boogie and give health. Let's not overthink. I'm a big proponent of overthinking, but I'm also a big proponent of underthinking sometimes. So Vanessa out, Titus in, this out. Yeah, I mean, we want to do this.
That one might make all the difference.
Yeah, giving health to Summoner, giving health to Titus is very important, in my opinion. Very, very, very important. And then something like this. And then I want to buff my Silo Bones. I picked reroll over Ryder because I don't think Ryder is doing that much without us having the Sister. I'm really curious how it goes between Rafam and Zov. I want to go for like Golden Titus. I want to get my second Summoner. It's a Dragon lobby, so I could have rolled a little bit more aggressively and tried to find Murozond. I was not able to do that, but this is still fine. I'm not really like upset with how it went.
Everyone's gunning for you. Watch out.
Okay. Okay. Regino was pretty strong, and I think he actually found a very early Scraper, followed up with a champion. This shows that mechs on their own are not always like gonna win you the lobby guaranteed. You need to play what you're given. If you're like too fixated on making mechs function, you might be disappointed. Do we have time for duel? I think so. Am I crazy? Am I absolutely crazy, chat? I think we have time for duel. Like, if I'm not offered another summoner, what am I supposed to do here? Just go cry in a corner? I mean, I could do that. But I could also just try to win. Boogie out and I'll play Plague. So we go this to like pierce for the Divine Shield. Then we go this and then this. Interesting. Why not Queen? I don't know Rafam's situation, so I feel like Queen is not the best. I would want Queen against Nizov, but I feel like Tidewalker is a pretty decent replacement until we get the Queen. And I want to duo the summoner because I think another summoner would exponentially increase my
Have you
strength
ever met the
in
League
this
of
moment.
Explorers? Nice folks. Great hats.
This game is very tight. I feel like we can do a lot of things. I feel like we have very many plays available. You must settle for nothing less than victory. I'm trying, okay? I feel like we can kill Rafam now and then it's 1v1 against Deathwing. Deathwing, Nizov. I don't know how I confused the two heroes. I mean, they look pretty similar. A lot of red in the background. Kind of like my camera. Yeah, the guy with Max is dangerous because he has the beatboxer set up. He might outscale me. If he outscales me, then it's over. I don't think I can beat him.
You've got this. You're way ahead.
This guy has a pretty good board. He also blocks my Cinderai. Can we snipe? Snipe the silo. Snipe the silo! Oh my god! That was a crazy snipe, guys. That was a crazy, crazy snipe. That snipe was crazy. Just like me. Can this be lethal? No, it's not lethal. But it's a dub. It's a dub. It's a dub. It's a dub. It's a 12% dub. Now, at least as long as I don't die to Nuzov, we have some playability.
Nice work out there. Keep up the pressure.
I'm done with hero powering. Come on, I need Nuzov, I need something. Soul Splitter is good. Do I kick this? Maybe I kick this. I like it. Guys, this game is a nail biter. So next time you cut the duo for sure. Again, I only went for duo because I felt like this is gonna be a slower lobby. And also because I have 36 health. I probably, even if I lose to this guy, I probably don't take 36. And then this guy fights this guy, I have enough time to like try to build a more powerful board. Targeted the opponent I'm fighting. Are you throwing the game? No, I'm happy with how I played so far. Like, I might not win, and this is crazy because it just shows how broken mechs are if I don't win here. I did have a super early silo bones and I tried my absolute best to build around it. It's just that sometimes mechs get you. We reborn the wrong minion, but that's fine. Yeah, I guess I'll never have like a super... Oh, that was a good shot. I never have like the super guaranteed kill there. Okay, that's a good kill. We're doing well, guys. We're doing well. We're doing well. We're doing fine. We're doing fine. We're doing fine. I'm probably gonna lose to the fish, but it's gonna be a very close fight. We are still scaling the board. This is okay. Dude, it's such a close game, dude. Yeah, it's turn 14 and I'm still thinking about scaling. It's crazy. So now they fight each other. Hopefully there's gonna be like a clear winner between them.
It's really raging out there.
Should I keep the duo 2 more turns? Or is that absurd?
That'll do some damage. Go ahead and hire one of these.
Sister?
recruits.
Cut Titus? I don't think you cut the Titus, no. I don't think you want Sister, though. It's a bit late for Sister.
Hire a recruit while you're
Second Soul Splitter sounds good, though. Again, it depends what you want.
for justice.
I think you want to just triple the Soul Splitter. And then your final comp. You might not like it, guys, but this is how peak performance looks like. This is how peak performance looks like. Truly. I will be able to tech better once I know who I fight. Because taking for one is different than taking for the other. I think Nezov is probably going to be able to beat the Rafam. But there's nothing guaranteed, okay? Nothing is 100%. Why do you think buying towns was not essential here? Because I don't know who I fight. And one guy has a small cleave, one guy doesn't have a cleave. If you buy a taunt, you protect yourself from Cindorite to some extent.
You can stay on top.
Also, I'm hoping that Soul Splitter, if I don't manage to triple it, I'm hoping that it's going to go on the Tidewalker, not on the Silo Bones. Come on, come on, come on. This is some good farm, guys. This is some good farm. Wow, Rafam actually managed to kill the Nuzovs. That's really good because I think I have a better shot against Rafam than I do against Nuzov. Against Rafam, I don't even want the Plagued. I mean, it's okay, but I don't think it's necessary. I think a second Cindora is actually a better minion. And now I would like to taunt something just to protect myself. Well, we don't have a taunt. Soul Splitter, not so good, but not so bad either. Yeah, I think it's just small Cindo into big Cindo. Into the Summoners. He has a very big Silo Bones. And against the very big Silo Bones, you could say that you want the poison. Maybe the poison was better than the Splitter. Why not go big Cindera into small one? Because I actually don't benefit from killing his Anubarax if he still has them. Because then I'm gonna summon him more Summoners, more Knights. And that makes him stronger. So I keep my positioning of small into big. I think that's like the best way to play here. Splitter, without the poison, what it does is it makes my Silo Bones a bit better. But yeah, definitely not a great minion here. But the question is, how good is the poison without the Splitter? It's also not that good. I guess just overall is like mid. I think you're dead this turn. I'm at 24, we'll see. It might be the final fight. I think we got this.
Everyone's gunning for you.
I think we got this. This game was crazy either way. So, my Cindera is only removing the towns, which again is not bad. Okay. Not okay. No. This is not summoning extra. I'm summoning extra. His Silo Bones is slightly bigger than mine. Shouldn't matter much though, right? Who wins here? He wins? Oh my god. Okay, I need a poison. I need a poison.
Oh, it's okay.
I don't think I want second Titus.
Bumps now and then. I like where you're going with this. Better hire a recruit while you can.
I actually like Queen. I'm not sure what to cut. Yeah, Splitter is kind of useless.
Are you on the guest list?
Defeat, stranger!
Let's go like this. We need to hope we snipe. I think we just need to hope for the snipe.
Everyone's gunning for you. Watch out.
We need to hope for the snipe. We got the Reborn. Wait, why did he taunt the big guy? I just queened into it now. Wasn't that a bad play? Like, it worked for me, but I have a different spot than he does. Oh my god. Oh my god. I think he threw the game with that play. Wow! What a game, guys. What a game. That was naughty. My queen... He taunted it to do the same play as me, but it didn't work out for him. Nice. Such a good game. Such a good game.